That's a valid question, though, given what happened last week. Like, is there a show? What is this? Yeah, because you guys missed what happened last week. That's why, like, this one we're starting off with a recap of what happened last time before we begin the show properly.
Recapping right now?
No, I'll be doing it. We're good, we're good. Dead air. You don't know what to make of it. Alright, so just take my time with this. Women's Month. Alright, I guess we can start this shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mister Tramps. It is Thursday night, 10:32 Central Standard Time in the PM. Some of you may know that we hosted a show here by the name of Fantastic Tangent. It's been running for 5 episodes. This would have been episode 6. We're having to do a recap just to get everybody here up to speed because of what happened with their show last week. So what did happen last week on Fantastic Tangent? They announced they were holding open auditions for a new host, new co-host. Mychal Guzman found out that even though he was the creator of the show, the new co-host announcement was not for him because he was being released. Knock Manager, seen here in the center, was involved in the coup attempt with Anthony Toups, you see on the right. They endeavored to take over the show for their own. However, the open auditions were an abysmal failure. Toups decided that he was not up to the task and did not feel like putting in energy to continue the show as host, so he made himself scarce and fled. Knockman, only recently 2 weeks into the show, having been announced as Knock Manager, became extremely disheartened and vanished. His whereabouts currently unknown. So, where does that leave us? Will there be Fantastic Tangent? No, there will not. Since they blew up and failed miserably and failed to bring in anybody to watch the show, we are replacing their program. You ask, what now? Mister Tramps, Research Boulevard Sports Bra and Pub is proud to bring to you, until it is announced formally, sound the trumpets. Victory is assured, a celebration. That's correct. In this time slot, since Fantastic Tangent fucked up so miserably, we'll be celebrating the man known as Donald J. Trump as he ascends to the White House. Just kidding. So now, the question still stands. What happens with this 10:30 to 11:30 time slot? I am Mychal Guzman. You're witnessing history. This is Fantastic Tangent, Season 2, Episode 6, Applause. We are back It's as if nothing ever happened. It's almost like season 5 was a stunning success. Coming to the stage, my co-host, improv genius Anthony Toups. We have to get our budget back in order to bring more noisemakers to the show, Hannah. This is a reboot. We're back to form. OG. Original. Yes. So now, we will resume the show as usual. But before that, the ceremony. We entered into a pact before we came back. And so, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh my God.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Sic semper jocularis! Oh, but we have to explain something. How did we get to this point given what happened last week? It seems like I got fired from the show. Toups just straight up quit the show.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
So it's like, how are we just back doing it as if nothing ever happened last week? Well, it's been a hell of a week and we're going to explain what happened.
So what were you doing?
What I was doing, I decided to get back to what was going well for me beforehand. I'm an author. I have several award-winning books. I started out with Candy Crime Spree, A Tale of Petty Confectionery Theft, a memoir of my childhood shoplifting, Bazooka Joe.
I think I saw that on the New York Times Review of Books.
Yes, it was. It was hard to follow up. Fortunately, I decided to just take a 15-year hiatus, kind of collect myself to make sure I didn't suffer a sophomore slump.
Salinger.
Yes. Released my second book, Life is Improv. You know this one well. This was the one that inspired you to even get into improv in the first place.
I have to say that was, like, just reading it was a revelation.
Yes. I don't know if you can read the byline or not down here. It says, overcome your inherent unfunniness with a book that does not really exist. Having met smashing success with that, I went on to pen Butthurt Nation. Butthurt Nation, of course, a forensic exploration of how media, internet, and American entitlement have nurtured the behavior of taking issue with and being offended by every last thing, no matter how trivial.
I really like the subtitle.
Thank you. So I kept with the theme of doing social commentary and things wrong with culture by penning my next book, The Age of Hyperbole. This amazingly genius book absolutely destroys at elucidating how American culture is violently mud-raped once powerful words into a worthless pile of dog shit that even flies don't even want.
I admit that I haven't read that, but I feel that I have after that subtitle.
Well, it's coming out. I'm re-releasing all of these books. Penguin Publishing, you'll find them at all brick-and-mortar Borders stores. Don't realize that Borders shut down real stores a long time ago. Never mind that. So resuming my writing career, I decided for publicity, I would take an open slot in TED Talks. I did a TED Talk on full-on DAP. Something I'm very passionate about.
So, how long have you been working on I know that you have the Facebook thing, Full On Deaf Society, so how long have you been running that?
Been running that now for approximately 9 months. I've been very passionate about Full On DAP my whole life. However, I'm only getting with Facebook here very recently, so it's a fledgling thing, and that's why this TED Talk was an utter failure.
Oh, no.
I was the first and only person to be booed off of stage on a TED Talk. And that's how my week went since the last show. So, what happened with you?
Alright, so I have this routine when I get out of a long-term relationship like we had with Fantastic Tangent.
Yes.
I mean, I've been a fan since the first season, and you invited me on for the second season, and
That's right.
Just couldn't stay away, you know? And so when well, okay, so it sounds kind of disingenuous for me to say, but when we tried to fire you from the show and then everything went to shit, well, I was feeling pretty down. It felt like I was just getting out of a relationship, you know?
Okay, yeah, understandable.
So, the first thing you do is, you figure out what you're going to do next, right? And so, what I do next is I watch my favorite movie, Pumping Iron.
Okay.
Because it just basically, you know, shows you the pathway to working out all of your issues from that. You know,
so you're working out your issues by literally working out.
Yeah, if you pump iron, you know.
Okay.
So, this movie is great for a couple of reasons. First, because it has Arnold being himself. Second, because the first bit of advice in it is that babies drink milk, men drink beer. So that's what I did after I went left on last Thursday. Basically, just spent the entire weekend drinking. And then finish up the last half of the movie, and let's see. That basically consists of Arnold talking about how going to the gym makes him feel great.
Okay. And you felt great.
For example, one of the things is like the best thing about going to the gym. I can't do Arnold for some reason. Is the pump.
The pump.
The pump. So the pump is the thing that you feel when you really laid into all that, you know, just a bunch of iron stuff and metal things and.
You're describing it so well, so vividly.
Yeah,
it's right here.
I realize that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it feels like you're blowing air into your muscles, and it just feels the greatest feeling ever if you go to the gym. So I decided to, you know, kind of work on that myself. Got a subscription, 24-hour fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Went there yesterday actually. No idea what I was doing, but I picked up a lot of heavy things and I put them down again. Like immediately after I picked them up. So
sounds accurate.
So more or less, that's what I've done. Yeah.
So that was your week.
Pretty much.
A week of fitness and motivation through strenuous exercise. Strenuous. All right.
The pump.
So that's what we were up to last week. We have still failed to answer the question, well, how does that get us back together? Because I was done with you at the end of last episode. I pretty much gave you back all the stuff I borrowed from you ever and left. So how did we rekindle our what you call relationship?
Yeah, thanks for all that stuff, by the way.
You're welcome. So this is where it gets tricky because we have a lot of new audience in attendance. They're not familiar with our callbacks and references to previous episodes, so we need to explain how we got back into this. Even though they don't really care, we could have just done a regular show because they don't know about what happened last week. But we're stuck with it. Let's keep going. Pictured here, next to you, during the open auditions that took place last week, is a mystery man. Here he is holding a bag of ashes.
His own ashes.
It turns out. It's very interesting here. Because you take a look at this man. Enhance. He would look familiar if you saw episode 3. This man is Andrew.
And what was Andrew?
Andrew was a man who was in need of solutions for a problem that he had. We endeavored to solve the problem for him, but as we were on that mission, he tragically died.
And the mustache man got him.
Yes. So he died. We did not provide him solutions. That was on episode 3. Now, this is episode 5. So if he's dead, how was he on episode 5? This Andrew, Enhance. So, we asked the question, how though?
He kind of looks like Doctor Who in the left picture.
Dr. How though?
Bow ties are cool.
What's it cool?
Bow ties.
Yeah. He cool.
He cool.
All right. So, how did Anthony return to... How did Anthony get here tonight? He took a car.
Yeah.
We'll talk about you getting here in a car later.
Okay, and I'm going to leave it in the car too.
All right. So, how did Andrew come back to life? We must go into further explanation. You see, there's a group known as the Wealthy Amoral Tasters Society, TWATS for short. This is a group of very clandestine tycoons, despots, ne'er-do-wells. You know how Bernie Sanders talks about the 1% of the top 1%? Just globally, these rich people, they tired of just eating exotic like tigers and giraffes and, you know, mongoose. They wanted something stranger.
So every year, apparently, they have a feast where they feast on the most rarest of whatever meats they can find, like golem.
Outlandish creatures. Creatures that you think are myth. Chimeras, mermaids, hydras, they exist. And Toups here, along with Andrew, once believed dead, were a part of a hunting team years ago that captured these creatures so that they could be served for this group of wealthy amoral tasters, these twats.
The benefits were good.
Now, how do they come into play? Well, it turns out this group, since they're so rich and they have so many resources at their means, they resurrected Andrew from the grave. They pulled his body from the catacombs of Italy and brought him back to life so that he might destroy this show so that they could get you back into hunting for them, because they have not been able to find any other hunting group that was able to capture these strange monsters. Now, what's funny is they just expected Andrew to just do their bidding, but he decided, I'm not going to do that. This isn't just some movie. Just because you brought me back, I'm beholden to you, I'm your slave. No, this is dumb. I don't want to do it. So he just, what's up?
It turns out being dead is not really that friendly to your psyche.
Yes. So he just said, you know what, fuck you guys. You can't tell on me because you're a secret society. You're going to get yourselves in trouble. And if you kill me, hey, I know what the afterlife is already anyway, so I'm not scared. So what happens is he came to me and he told me the whole plot of how they tried to make this show a non-entity. And that will not stand. So I knew I had to find you again. How did I manage to find you? It turns out it wasn't that difficult due to a thing called Facebook. Because you posted, even though I dismissed you as a friend in real life, I left you as friends on Facebook.
Well, yeah.
And, you know, you're talking about how you got into this whole fitness thing and going to lift weights. I saw a post from you. It said, getting so swole. And you put the location, 24-hour fitness.
Fitness, all this.
Yes.
Weights.
Weights, gains.
Yeah, hashtag.
Hashtag. So I saw this post. I reacted to it.
The expression of incredulousness.
Yes. So when I saw this post, I thought, I must tell him about this plot. We must get the show back together. So I quickly went to 24-hour fitness. I told you what happened. And do you remember what I said when I saw you? I said, Toups, you son of a bitch.
And then we did the thing, right?
Yes, we did the thing. You talking about this thing?
Yeah, that thing.
We bro-armed.
Bro-armed.
And then we were back in it.
We in this.
We in this.
Did you know that if you actually search for bro-arm in Google image search, it comes up with that picture?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it does.
That one of us doing it.
Well, not right now. Sure, but
we became more popular than Carl Weathers and Schwarzenegger doing it.
Yeah. Well, you know.
We're the new bro-arm now.
Yeah, that's the new bro-arm.
So that is the story of how the show returned to form and how things are back to normal now.
I want to do that.
You want to do it for real?
I want to, yeah.
No, hold up. I didn't do it right. Hold on.
Okay.
Toups, it looks like you've been pushing too many pencils.
You son of a bitch. Okay.
Now, we fully explained we've left no stone uncovered, no plot hole. Story is airtight. But in case that's not the case, we're opening the floor to the audience. Are there any questions about this background story?
No? Okay, thank you.
You understand? Okay, good. We didn't lose you. Our sponsor tonight, Jody Perry Photography. Big fan of the show.
Definitely here tonight, definitely watching. Definitely watching on the online too.
Always watches, 100% support.
Both eyes.
Both eyes. So, Jody Perry Photography brings you our next segment. The Conjecture Rabbit Hole.
So, what is this?
The Conjecture Rabbit Hole, you've probably heard it many a times, maybe at work. And online, especially on the internet. Oh my gosh, they love this stuff on the internet. The Conjecture Rabbit Hole is where you take the tiniest grain of information and with no research and no follow-up, you just act like you're a fucking expert on the topic.
Oh, I'm so down with that.
Yeah, you're just pretty much guessing without any actual statistics, no facts. You're just like, well, I think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be like that.
Yep, I've done that before.
I've done that before. And I caught myself and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going down the Conjecture Rabbit Hole.
Then you just go and check the Wikipedia stuff for that thing. And then you know for sure that...
Then you are a certified expert. If you look at a Wikipedia topic for about 10 seconds, no matter what it is, that makes you the expert.
I agree with you.
Certified. All right, first topic here. Something we spoke of the other day. Does anybody recognize this vehicle? That's right. This is the Google self-driving car. Now, we got caught in some traffic the other day.
Yeah, I hate traffic.
Describe what you said about the accordion effect.
So you're stopping on traffic when you're waiting for a light. The first people go, and then the next person after them goes a little bit afterwards, and the next person, and then by the time that you're finally able to go, you actually move like 2 feet, and then you stop again. It's awful, especially if you drive a manual car like I do.
Now this is where I accuse you of going into conjecture mode. Because this is what you said. You said, look at this accordion shit, right? You said, if all these cars were self-driving cars, we wouldn't have that at all.
No, you wouldn't, because each one would go, like, as soon as the other ones went.
But you don't know that for sure, because we don't have a bunch of these cars out there.
I don't, haven't I seen it before? No, but I think it's theoretically possible, then yeah.
Here's the thing, though, because I said, even if that's true, there's no way we're going to get everybody into these self-driving vehicles. People value the freedom of a personal vehicle too much. And that's when you told me...
No, man, that's bullshit. Because no one actually... okay, yeah, there's maybe the 1% of 1%, maybe twats who like to drive around their own fucking car. But most of the people, like me, are just get these other fuckers out of my way, and I just want to go home, or, go to H-E-B or Whataburger, which is generally, my thing. But that's what I want to do. I just want to go from A to B, and I don't care how I get there, and I'm not interested in fighting other people that do it.
So you think that the majority of people, if they had the option, they would be fine with a self-driving vehicle as opposed to having their own personal freedom to take their vehicle as they saw fit, like their own personal vehicle.
Yeah. The personal vehicle is definitely just going to go away.
All right, so let's take an impromptu audience poll. Applaud if you would rather have a self-driving vehicle over your own personal vehicle. Ooh.
I feel like that poll is statistically, invalid.
Don't have the right sample size?
Don't have the right sample size.
Didn't one of those smash into a bus this week?
So she asked, did one of those smash into a bus?
No. Look,
so they're not even safe.
Hey. No, it smashed into the bus. Yeah, okay, fine. But
fine.
Have you ever thought about how many people have smashed into buses that were, not robots? 100% almost. 99.9999% of all the vehicles have been caused by people.
But this has only been around for so long. You can't use that because we haven't had these around nearly as long to get as many accidents.
So you're saying that someone hasn't crashed in the bus between now and yesterday or whenever?
No.
They haven't?
They haven't. And that is conjecture on my part.
Did you read the Wikipedia article on that?
No, I have not. You got me. You got me.
Okay.
I still maintain, though, and we got the proof here, man. People want their own vehicles. They don't. They want to be able to drive. They don't want to fuck with these things. And the thing also, too, that I mentioned is that these are their own vehicles. If you were even going to try to sell people on self-driving vehicles, it would have to be something that they could retrofit into the vehicle they already have. People aren't going to give up the vehicles they already have en masse just to get one of these. Like, look at that. How do you personalize that bubble? Like, you put a Hello Kitty sticker on it?
Just out of my opinion, I would personalize by putting myself inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I would do that.
That's some deep customization, my friend.
It's pretty much unique to me.
Okay. Before we continue, I've done some things on the show.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. I've tried some ideas here before on the show where I just let them rock. I didn't explain it. I was hoping it would explain itself.
You can't just let things slide like that.
Yeah, what I've learned is if I want something like a joke or a gag to go over, I kind of have
the shit out of it.
Yeah, so this is called the conjecture rabbit hole. I don't want to say too much, so I'll do this. All right?
I think it may be clear to everyone why this segment's named.
Do we get it now?
We got it already.
Okay, they already got it.
They got it already.
Give them some credit. All right. So the one joke we didn't need to explain, we explained.
Okay, well.
So let's move on to the next topic, which is a topic that might be a little bit too racy to talk about in a sports bar that serves food. Because the next conjecture rabbit hole premise is, what would life be like if we were not required to eat to live? If we didn't need food anymore?
Dude, I just peace out.
Peace out how?
Like, if you don't need food, like, there's no reason to do anything other than, like, I don't know, just go camping forever or something.
What about Xbox? What about Netflix?
What about Xbox, man? I'm sure you could go find an Xbox that's connected to some type of power somewhere when you're camping.
Mm-hmm. That's not camping, though, if you have an Xbox. It's kind of the opposite of camping.
I bet you the people that doesn't like those camper trailers either.
Okay, but seriously, what is society? You're one person in that scenario. The other person is like, I don't need to eat, I don't need to be part of society. Yeah, let's say you were, though.
People are terrible. People are terrible.
Because of food? Just because of food?
No, just because they exist in general. Like, I'm stressing myself out being this close to you.
Okay.
Yep. Oh.
What does it have to do with eating, Toups?
Because eating means you're alive.
In this scenario, you don't have to eat to live, though.
Okay, yeah, but anyway, I guess that's just my preference. Like, if I didn't have to eat, then a lot of my immediate needs would not be so immediate anymore. So.
Okay. Let's not make it so much about just you.
I gotta talk about me.
You can only speak on this premise from your perspective.
Yeah, I'm the expert.
Okay. Well, from my opinion, I don't think about it as just me. I think about it as a whole. The concept of not having to eat anymore. You take away family dinner time when everybody's supposed to get together and kind of powwow. You lose that. You lose the kitchen. Like, what's the house like? No kitchen. You know, a bathroom, since you don't have to pee or poop anymore. It's just a bath. It's truly a bathroom now. There's no need to, no toilet. It's just a tub.
This is sounding better and better, man.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But here's the thing, though. If we don't need to eat to live, how do we survive? What keeps us alive if it's not food?
Do we like energy source? Do we just like suddenly grow chlorophyll in our arms or something?
Yeah. So I think that's what it is. We become solar powered. So if that happens, it raises another big question ethically. Where do vegans fit in this world?
Or what happens when you throw some shade on another person?
Oh! You just blew my mind, my friend. It takes on an entirely different meaning.
That would be assault.
Yeah, that would be. That's not, oh, she was throwing shade.
She was like, what?
Call the cops!
It's like, pull a knife on you?
Oh shit!
No,
she's wearing a cape! Run!
Like, yeah, and it would be all kinds of weird to see someone that had clothes on too. Because if you had
you'd be weakening yourself.
Yeah, if you had to like have, you know, your chlorophyll energy show, whatever, you'd be outside all day naked.
Yes.
That's a weird consequence.
So you're talking like we're not only losing kitchens, we're losing clothes.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I think that goes away completely.
Where does Gucci fit in all this then?
I guess they're fucked.
Prada, oh shit.
They can make handbags still.
Do we charge ourselves like electric vehicles? Or is just the sun? Do we get our own solar panels that we can attach to ourselves?
You gotta get that bionic implant stuff.
Bionic implant cell?
Yeah.
Where do we put it?
Matrix style, right in the back of the neck.
Right in the back of the neck.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So you're outside during the day. So does that mean
I saw this at Walmart. They have an electric vehicle, you know, charging station. This is like this giant plug. Just stick that right in the back of your neck, and you're just like, good. That's some high quality AC power.
That's some charge. I am base stationing so hard right now.
I've got so much current that I'm magnetic.
Indeed.
I feel like that one didn't go very well.
You got so much charge, you're magnetic.
Yeah, because, you know.
So does that mean magnetism takes on a new meaning as well then? So you're not only magnetic like charisma-wise, you're like literally, when people are drawn to you, it's because they have no choice because you're so charged up that they're literally...
Does that mean like everybody's Magneto? They'd be like, shh.
Yeah. So...
I don't know what I just grabbed. It was something metal.
It was, yeah. It was something metal that you grabbed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that had some consequences which I had not anticipated originally.
Yes. This is a very, you know, you could go on and on about this, but we won't.
Wait.
What?
Like, you know how a lot of animals...
Okay, we're going back now. Oh, too far back.
Yeah, don't go all the way in there, man.
Okay. So, you understand conjecture rabbit hole.
Right?
Right.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Meant to do that. Just clearing it up.
So, you know how a lot of animals, you know, they know which direction things are because they sense the magnetic field?
Oh, like birds when they migrate.
Yeah, I'll be fucking with all those animals.
You know when birds migrate, how they're in a V?
Uh-huh.
You know why like one side is longer?
Why is that?
There's more birds on that side.
Okay, next segment. Just go to the next segment. Wait, is that far? Is that... No?
So, no, we're good.
Okay.
We'll get to this part.
Alright.
What we do need to do, usually when people show up on a consistent basis, we give them attendance certificates. Tonight was the night for Andrew to receive his attendance certificate.
Well, looks like he's not going to get one.
Because he ain't here.
We're pretty sore about it.
Yeah.
So, do you have one for him?
Well, it's a shame because this is the thing. We spoke about how episode 5 did not go over very well.
Mm-hmm.
Usually what I like to do is I like to have a raffle and give things away towards the end of the show. So what I was going to do is I was going to circle back because he was here last week. Him and about 5 other people. I shouldn't have said the numbers. Him and about, 30 other people were here.
I think it was more than that, actually. At least 35, 70.
Yeah, okay, well, I get too concentrated on the show and I kind of lose it.
There's a range in there.
Yeah, so what I decided was I didn't give away anything last time, so what I was going to do is I went ahead and I made these prints. Not even prints, I drew them myself.
Very nice.
And I made one for every single person who was here that night. To commemorate
that people.
Yeah, that they survived episode 5. So I was going to give this to him directly tonight, but he is not here tonight.
I'm sorry that it's made out of cardboard because I would have totally ripped it up.
This is canvas, my friend.
I know. It has cardboard backing.
Okay, yes. I should have disagreed with you. I'm supposed to, have your back on
Yeah,
the
you're supposed to. It's called Yes and.
Yes, and this is the densest of cardboards.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely cannot be ripped.
Right.
Right.
Not ripped like you from going to 24-hour fitness all the time.
Yeah, that's fucking swole. Okay.
Now, at some point, these people will receive their prizes.
Eventually.
Eventually. They'll probably have to get here to get them.
Yeah, they will.
But if they don't know, they have to watch the show to realize. Now, normally, I do a raffle in order to get these prizes. Should we do a raffle tonight?
I feel like raffle.
Are you guys up to win a free prize for your attendance? All right, we're going to have a raffle.
Okay.
So, there is a very good chance tonight that you are going to win the prize for tonight's raffle. I don't want to get specifically into what the odds are.
No, the odds are minuscule, actually. But
yes.
Thank you for coming.
We're not going to discuss how many people are in the audience and have a chance to win. So go ahead and I'll hold the fort down here while you pass out all the tickets. Everybody be sure gets one.
Let me just take the rest of these so I can give them out.
Oh yeah, of course. So tonight the episode 6 raffle commences. There is a prize to win. It's different from the usual prizes that we give away here every Thursday at 10:30 at Mister Tramps. So, wow, that should have taken longer given all the people that were in the audience.
A lot of people helped out. I appreciate all of you.
Okay, yes, thank you for passing those around, those raffle tickets. All right. So, tonight's winner. Let's get through all of these. Oof, okay. We're shuffling them. There's a lot to get through here.
It has to be fair.
Yeah, we got to dig deep here. All right. So, number 286.
Very nice.
Please come, approach the stage so that you might get your prize. Now, we talked about how me and Tubes got back together. We met at 24-hour fitness. What I have here is an artistic recreation of that moment. It says, "Getting so swole." And that is a drawing of me and him doing the bro arm. You have won. Congratulations, everybody, the winner. All right. Now, we get to the part of the show that I am the worst at.
What's that part?
The plugs.
Okay, just get it over with then.
All right. Not talking about hair plugs.
No.
Not talking about electric car plugs.
No, although we could go back into that.
Yeah, actually, no.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. All right. So, this is a portion known as plug gulp. Why gulp?
Right.
Big gulp?
Big gulp. Big bite.
Right.
That's a callback.
Actually, we have time. We can tell them the story.
Okay.
I've been telling this story and it's been going over like gangbusters with people.
You tell it then.
We talked about this, on episode 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in the, the On Fleek on Bleak segment.
Yes. The popular On Fleek on Bleak segment that I can't seem to shake.
It's On Bleak on Fleek. Or On Fleek on Bleak is where we say what's something good that happened, something bad that happened in the previous week.
Yes, essentially.
Basically.
So, what happened in that particular week, this is a personal anecdote, a true story. I took issue with the 7-Eleven/Exxon convenience store/gas station. I received some very poor customer service, And since I had decided to get sober, I was going through a rough patch, trying to get there. I was about 4 days into this newfound sobriety, you know, feeling a little itchy, trigger happy, what have you. Now, I really like hot dogs. I don't care. I know they're bad for you. I indulge in them. It's a guilty type thing, whatever.
Big bite.
My favorite place to get hot dog is 7-Eleven. So, recently they started this promotion. Big Gulp.
Which is a very excessively large drink.
Yes.
No relation.
And a Big Bite.
Which is an excessively large hot dog.
Now, Big Bite, usually about $2. 7-Eleven had this promotion, Big Gulp, Big Bite, $2. So in addition, right. So in addition to this hot dog, you get a free drink. I found out because, you know, a couple months ago I went in to get the hot dog. Guy working the counter said, hey man, you know you get to just pick a drink, same price, right? I'm like, really? He's like, right. I'm like, oh shit, cool.
Big Gulp, Big Bite, right.
So I go in there. This is recently now. This is like a couple weeks ago. That guy's no longer working there. I don't recognize either of these people who are working there at this point. So they have these signs everywhere. You know, Big Gulp, Big Bite, $2. You know, big. You know, promotion is everywhere. Now, there's a sign right by the register for this promotion. I go up. I say, I'd like to get a Big Bite. And I point, you know, body language towards the sign, you know, Big Gulp, Big Bite, $2. Right. So I say, I'd like to get a Big Bite. Lady rings it up. Okay. She heads over, you know, to where all the stuff is to go grab this Big Bite. So I head over there too because, you know, they keep the fountain drinks right by the whole display case with the hot dogs and the little taqueros and all that stuff. So I go over to the cups and I just nonchalantly like gesture to where there's yet another sign for this promotion right above the drink cups. I'm like, so which size, you know, can I get? Because apparently there's a couple sizes that you can't get with this promotion.
Yeah.
According to this lady, there was no sizes that I could get with this promotion. Because I said, which one do I get?
But the sign was right there though.
Right. She says, oh no, you ordered a Big Bite. And I said, yeah, but there's a promotion. It's the same price, $2. You know, you get a drink, right? She said, yeah, but you only said you wanted the Big Bite. Exactly. And I'm like, you know,
this is after 4 days of being sober.
Yes, this is like when it takes all my strength not to walk to the liquor store because it's on the way home. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going back and forth with her because I'm trying to get the opening where she's just like, oh yeah, you know what, whatever, no big deal, that's fine, just go ahead and grab a cup. We're talking about $1 like here, maybe. This is not I'm not asking for a whole pizza or something like that. It's just a cup. I grab a cup, put a fountain drink. That's acceptable loss, you know, just go ahead, no big deal. She holds her ground. She's like, not only does she hold her ground and not wanting to just go ahead and take a soda, she says this to me, verbatim. I can't read minds.
What?
This is the opposite of customer service. Like, not only is she not going to let me get the drink, she wants to rub it in.
Straight up going to get an award for customer disservice.
Yes, like dissed me. Disservice sucks. That's what disservice is. And I'm so mad. I'm just like, you know what? You're right, lady. You're shitty at customer service, but you're right. I didn't specify. I would like the promotional offer of a Big Gulp along with my Big Bite order. So I decide, okay, I'm gonna hold the L to my chest. I'm just gonna walk away, take the hit, take the loss.
Yeah, you know.
But I'm so mad, and I'm just like, oh, just whatever. It's a hot dog, $2, you know, whatever. Just go with it.
Not worth it.
So I'm so mad. I don't get my, you know, my mustard and my relish and my onions. I just take the hot dog. Just like, give me the hot dog. I head towards the door. Now this is when things took a turn because I'm mad, but I'm letting it go. I'm like, you know, Zen, all things will pass. Just take your hot dog. It happens.
Right. You're currently unadorned hot dog.
Yes. Sad. Now, as I'm walking out the door, there's a woman who's walking towards the register. And she's looking at me the whole time. I hadn't noticed her yet. So I look and I see her. She's looking at me, and she has that look on your face. She has her look on your face.
Right?
Right. Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you getting upset about fucking soda?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with fucking hot dog? Get your hot dog problems out of here, you know? So she's giving me that look. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm the crazy one, right? Like, I'm the guy who's like pitching a fit. And I was pitching a fit.
You're the crazy one. Get out of the store.
Yeah, so, okay, I'm the crazy one. So then I look at the other, like, attendants, and they're looking at me too like I'm the crazy one. Like when I was just trying to get, well, you know, soda.
Yeah, they go big bag, right?
Right. So I'm just like, okay, because this is what I like to do in life. When people get caught and they realize like they're fucking up or they're showing out, they're just kind of like, oh shit, like I'm embarrassed, right? In that situation, I don't get embarrassed. I turn it around and I kick it up a notch. You want to say I'm fucking up? I'll show you what fucking up is. I couldn't hold back anymore. I'm at the door. I got my back to the door on my way out. I'm just like, oh, y'all want to look at me like I'm fucking up. I'm going to show you what fucking up looks like. I tried to think of something cool or clever to say. I could not. My mind instantly went to George Costanza from Seinfeld. Because I was like, this is that kind of moment. So all that comes out of my mouth is, take a big bite of this! And I drop kick that hot dog clear across the store, right into their whole display case that has like all the moo milk and the Lunchables and the string cheese and the juice and all that stuff. I punted it straight into that stuff. Rob Baronis would have been so proud.
And this lady's probably like,
oh, oh! I didn't look at the ladies. I didn't really look at them. I was just like, you know, lining up my shot because it's important for follow through. You can't.
Yeah,
you got to follow the ball. You know.
Otherwise, it doesn't go straight.
Yeah, so I didn't gauge your reaction. I had to make sure I nailed that, which I did.
I mean, I think you had a benefit of it being aerodynamic because there wasn't any stuff on it.
It resembled the oblong shape of a football in a way.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Okay.
So this is what happens next. I'm already at the door. I'm already on my way out the door. I hear the other attendant. He goes, "What the fuck?
Take a big bite of this.
Take a big bite out of this." Hit it so well. I wish I could have seen the footage afterwards.
Security camera is like
yeah. So I couldn't hold it back. They were just all looking at me like, okay, y'all want to look at me? I'm gonna do something that justifies that look. I do not disappoint. What the fuck? What the fuck? So he starts coming around the counter as if he's gonna come, you know.
Start something.
Yeah, he's gonna detain me as he alerts the authorities to
Sir?
Yeah, my savage crimes. Now normally, you know, the reaction is, oh shit, he's coming to get, I better fucking run. But I thought about it. I've been in jail before. You think I'm scared? I'm trying to kick this bad habit with the alcohol right now. I'm in a kind of a don't give a fuck kind of mood. Don't give AF.
Right.
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 Big gulp, big bite. Right. So what I do is I'm outside by this point, and I'm just looking, because you know how the whole storefront is the big glass, like windows and everything. Mm-hmm. So I'm outside and I'm just looking in at him. I'm leaving out the part where my fingers was like this. Because he's expecting me to like, oh, I see, oh, he's coming around the counter, I better get out of there. It's like, no, not today. Not today, my friend. So he comes around the counter, I'm just standing there. And I'm really, this is true, I'm like just out there like, all right, come get me then, come get me. I wish you would. I wish you would. So here's what happens, Toups. Does he come out there to get me? You heard this story.
He does not come out there to get you.
No. He chickens out. He starts heading towards it, right? And then he turns around and starts picking up all that shit that fell over when I...
Look at this mess.
Yeah, oh, I better clean that up. Yeah. So I was just like, that's what I thought. I lost the hot dog, but I won the war.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
I like that story.
So, that's the gulp portion of Plug Gulp. And that's why this show is called Fantastic Tangent, because I just launched into a 5-minute story Just to explain why the word gulp is on that slide.
And I'm not even actually sure that was originally the reason why it's on there.
No, the reason it's originally on there is because it's plug spelled backwards.
Oh. I probably should have known that.
Yeah. So this is the part where I have to plug the show. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to promote. That's the feedback I received after last show, is I failed to promote this thing.
So as you all know, you can see these 70 people all sitting around you. They obviously have good opinions. You should continue to have good opinions like those people. Because if not, then your social group and social fabric will decay. And then you'll be alone for the rest of your life. And I think that's really...
Which, if you didn't need food to live, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Wouldn't be a bad thing if you didn't need food, but you do. So... I'm sorry, I might have just actually threatened the audience.
At some point, we'll get around to plugging this fucking show.
You can go ahead and try that.
Okay, this is the biggest problem I have. I'm supposed to be able to describe this show.
People.
Yeah, I do have a problem with them, but they probably won't remember me. I have to let the statute of limitations run out on that one.
Like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I don't have for this show what's known as an elevator pitch. Are you familiar with this term?
You only got a few seconds to, sell someone on your thing.
Right.
Like you're in an elevator and you get stuck with some CEO from Goldman Sachs and you have to tell them about how cool you are.
Yes. It's like, fantastic tangent. Sell me on it. Go. What is it?
Look at this pen. Look how fantastic it is.
Yeah. Sell me this pen.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic Tangent is a podcast.
Podcast.
There's a proper audio podcast that a lot of people don't know about. If you go on iTunes, you go on the Zune Marketplace, which still exists, I'm sure.
What?
Wherever fine podcasts are sold, you will find Fantastic Tangent. Except it's free. Now that is the audio version of Fantastic Tangent, and that's more of an interview style. I talk with people, mostly friends, because I'm not at the point yet that I can, draw in big names.
You could be friends with those big names.
I could, at some point. So, Fantastic Tangent audio podcast. But we are here tonight live for what I like to call the podcast broadcast, Pod Broad. Normally, go ahead. Because I was about to start excusing what's happened here tonight.
Okay, thank you. Just go ahead then.
Excuse what has happened here tonight.
Especially the word pod broad.
We had to do a lot of explaining for the fallout of what happened from last episode tonight. But normally, this is a tighter show. There are proper improv segments since Toups is an improv genius. I give him more of a playground to delve in.
He does, it's true.
Okay, thank you. Yes, and it's true.
Yes, and it is true.
You can find us on Facebook. Fantastic Tangents Full On Dap Society. It's a public group. Why is it called the Full On Dap Society? For this reason. I ask a question to the audience. Do you know what Full On Dap is? Exactly. And this is what I'm promoting. This is my main purpose. Full On Dap. You will recognize this immediately. We will demonstrate. This form has been lost to the atrocity that is known as the fist bump.
Fist bump is wrong.
Fist bump is a lazy, half-assed version for you millennials that don't want to work and complete.
You feel entitled about it.
Right. You think that you can just bump it. We're good.
That makes everything fine.
It's lazy. It's dismissive.
No, totally the full on
Yes.
dap is necessary.
Is that so much to ask?
No.
A full exchange?
No. I
No,
don't think so.
it's not. So that's why Full On Dap Society exists, so that I can spread the word and that I can promote. Bring back Full On Dap.
And also so you can plug Fantastic Tangent on it.
Yes, also so I can plug, even though, never mind. It's plugging to the converted. You would not know about Fallen Tap Society unless you already knew about the show.
True.
True that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're here every Thursday, 10:30 p.m. You should come back. That's the plug.
And if you don't come back because it's so late on a weeknight, you know, I'm reasonable. I'm realistic. I know about these things. Mister Tramps is advanced technologically, and they do stream the show live, so you can catch it on the internet from home. And if you can't even catch it live, Alfredo is very diligent about posting to YouTube after the show. So you can look us up on YouTube. That's what I should have put too. I should have put like a YouTube thing as well for it. Yeah. So all the previous episodes, the funnier ones, you can go on YouTube, look up Fantastic Tangent, and you can see some of those.
You can do that, yes. Yes, and you can do that.
Yes, and you can do that. Yes, and we could have sat here in silence too. I don't fear the silence.
Okay.
This is a show. This is a show. Toups is checking. Toups is a professional. I know it looks like he just keeps looking at his phone just for the hell of it, but he keeps our notes on there. Mm. And we have a few extra minutes here, so.
So, you actually were talking in episode 4 about the Making a Murder and the Stephen Avery grid thing.
Let's show how you've highlighted that right now.
Yeah, there it is. And it's not showing, so you're not doing a very good job of it.
It's not showing? What the F?
Yeah.
Did we? Okay, it's showing on my iPad, but it's not showing.
Nope.
The spreadsheet. Oh well.
Stephen Avery grid. What is that?
The Stephen Avery grid.
I haven't watched Making a Murder, so you need to tell me more.
You have not. Has anybody here seen Making a Murder on Netflix? We got a couple people.
Damn, that is like 100% of the people in here right now. Well,
oh, come on, man.
66% of the people.
He's like, what the?
I'm sorry.
You just left him out.
Minority. I haven't seen it.
All right.
Okay. 66% of the people here, and 100% of those statistics are actually accurate.
All right. So my Stephen Avery grid. This is a list of possibilities for what could have happened with the Stephen Avery case. What's happened is we've lost our control here.
There's technological problems.
My beautiful slides have gone away. Maybe it's a sign. It's like, you guys, this show is it's fading.
Okay, forget it.
Anyway, yeah, I don't even need the slide for this anyway, right?
Yeah, we already did everything. So
the Stephen Avery grid is for me, it's like a matrix of possibilities of what happened. And I'm trying to figure out a way of working this grid into real life as far as, possibilities for what actually happened. So with Stephen Avery, it's up in the air, it's debatable. It's not debatable, I mean, there is the truth of what actually happened, but there is conjecture, a rabbit hole's worth of conjecture. So here's the thing. It's either Stephen Avery committed the murder, or he did not commit the murder.
That is a grid technically, I guess.
That's not even part of my grid, though. This is where I really get you.
Oh, okay.
My grid, we're sticking with the controversial idea of he did do it.
All right.
So, here's the thing. If he did do it, here's some possibilities, here's some theories, right? The first one, he did it, and he is such a mastermind that he's playing dumb, and he has everybody fooled into thinking there's no way I could have committed these murders because I'm just Stephen Avery.
Yeah, but I've seen the photo, like the picture of him on the front of it. Like, there's no way he's incredibly mastermindy.
Just because of his looks?
Yeah, basically. I'm an American, okay? I get to do judge.
You can't be that shallow, man.
I get to judge however I want. I read the Wikipedia, I read the title of the Wikipedia article on this.
So you're the leading expert on the topic.
I'm the leading expert on the topic. I think we agreed to that.
All right. The other scenario is that he committed the murder. He's not smart, but he's so dumb that he's managed to get out of to get out of anybody ever believing that he could do something like that.
Right.
As you can tell, this is a very, fledgling theory. It's in the processing stages. I haven't quite fleshed it out yet.
So, like, how would he be so dumb that he would, like, be able to make, like, all the prosecutorial misconduct and stuff go and happen?
Are you familiar with a movie called The Man Who Knew Too Little?
Yes, I am.
It's kind of that type of situation.
Where everybody around him is just like, holy shit, no one ever would ever do anything like that, so he must know more than me.
Yes.
Exactly. No one can be that dumb, so there must be a reason behind it. Okay, no, that's actually even a plausible idea then.
Right?
Right.
Right. I've become obsessed with trying to get this slide to work again. It's kind of like when you're in your car, which is not self-driving, it's your own car. Sorry, teams.
Yeah,
we're not there yet.
Driving it.
It's kind of like when you have the fries, and or you drop something, even though you're driving, and you drop it down in the seat. You're still you're just obsessed.
It's like I almost got it.
Yeah, you got to get that thing back. That's how I am with these slides right now, even though we don't need them. I'm just like, I need that airplane. I don't think it's happening.
It's not happening.
So,
well, I'm gonna have to watch the Stephen Avery. I'm making a murderer because now that's actually intriguing because I didn't know it was like that. Like I just thought it was like a documentary, and I hate documentaries because they don't have explosions in them.
There is no explosion in this documentary.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your word on it.
I would be interested to find there should be a flip-flop mind change meter for how many times people change their idea of whether or not he did it as they watch the series.
Like someone sells a button, like a green button, a red button.
Yeah.
And when you're watching it, you just have to hook it up to your Netflix and just press them.
Yeah. They used to do that for TV ratings. They would have people watch the show and they had that meter that they could dial. As they were into it, the more they liked it, the higher they would turn it up. And then if it got more, yeah, it would just they turn it down if they weren't feeling it. Kind of how they would have turned it down for the past 20 minutes of this show right now.
Presidential primaries.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've gone past our time.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Hannah's not here to cut us off though, so we're one extra time.
Hi, each other.
Hi, Trevor. Who's Trevor?
Hi, each other.
Pie each other. Okay, here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because
oh my God. Well,
since this is extra. This is behind the scenes time now. Oh, so before I do that, before we get into behind the scenes, I have to end the show properly. So on behalf of Anthony Toups, I am Mychal Guzman, and also speaking for the missing knock man that we did not explain.
There's his arm.
Thanks, Alfredo. All right, so officially showed we're in extra time now. Audience members said, pie each other.
Yeah.
Why did we not? Because we acted like we were going to pie each other at the beginning of the show, but we did not do that. Why didn't we do that, Toups?
Because I pussied out?
Exactly. We discussed this. What was supposed to happen was after we explained how we came back to form,
the pies would would finish going on their normal trajectory.
Yes, we will resume the show by pieing each other, and we're going to go through the rest of the show as normal, just with literally just pie on our face. That's what I wanted to do.
Do it.
Creative differences.
Yes, he just was not comfortable with it.
Besides, these are for real pies, so.
They are for real pies.
It's got raspberry and strawberry.
I tried to reason with him. I said, look, we can wear trash bags. We can take our glasses off. What do I need to make this happen? And he was just like, you're not going to pie rape me. He's just like, that's not... He's like, if we can get some people back in the future for episodes, I'll do it then. But he's like, I'm not doing that for 3 random people who just happen to be here.
There's 70 people here.
Not now, but later.
Are these real pie tins? Are these your pie tins? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I would raffle off these pies, but like he makes pies and these are real, like actual, they're not just like the foil throwaway, so we can't give away these pies. Can they still take some?
Sure.
No.
You guys want to get like a to-go container we can put some pie in it?
Yeah? Okay.
All right. Here, let me get it. I'll get a different. Hey, can we get another to-go? Thanks for sticking with it, you guys.
It's pretty funny. Lauren.
Lauren?
He has a podcast too.
I'm over
And I
here.
told him that he needs to post this hi on his, he does a podcast out of the garage. And he has a big chalkboard. And I said, you should take this to the chalkboard.
Yeah.
And promotions.
We need some. Yeah.
What's your name again?
Lauren?
Lauren? Ben.
And Grip.
Like the thing. That's your real name? Like Ant Hill. His name's Ben Grimm.
Damn.
Like the thing.
Let's use this one because I was going to go back to
Anna?
just whatever.
Oh, Shane? Who are you talking about?
Shane, whoever, like whoever's working.
Is this still rolling? Yeah. I don't think Alfredo edits these, so I think he's just going to include like all this in the YouTube. You're witnessing what the end of, not the end, after what a show looks like.
It's not professional, but I like it.
There wasn't enough content.
I feel like they. What kind of pie is it?
Which one is it?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Strawberry pie. Okay.
Oh shit, what's going on?
They're taking some pie.
Nice.
Some to-go show pie.
Go to shirt pie.
Thanks, man.
No, wait, did she done with this one yet? No, not yet. Yeah, no worries.
Which one is the one that they... Which one is the red one?
You guys all done? You want me to kill it?
Yeah, we've been...